Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Today is a day to think about. It's a very painful day for some. It's a day that will be remembered by many. And I just hope the world is a better place because of today. I'm talking about today's date, which is 9/11/2020. September 11th of 2020. Now, today isn't really something that's to be remembered, but today is, I don't want to say an anniversary, but it is a day we need to remember. I wouldn't say to celebrate. No, it's nothing to celebrate. You know, this was the day that the Twin Towers in New York City were attacked by civilian aircraft. The passengers didn't know about it until the very end. It was a day that a plane attacked the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. Those people had no intentions of doing anything, but it happened. There was a plane, and it went down in Pennsylvania, killing all on board. They tried to do something about that, and they stopped it from going to crash into the White House or some other government facility or another building. These people heard about the attacks and they decided to do something. I commend them for their bravery, even though they knew that they would die. You know, it happens. I commend all of them for doing what they thought was right. Asked to be heroes, but the people on that plane in that crashed in Pennsylvania were heroes, at least to me. You know, other people, they might not think of that. It takes a lot to know that you're trying to save your society, your way of life, and your freedoms. You know, I won't forget 9/11, 2001. If I remember right, it was a Monday, and I was watching TV. Very rare that I would watch television back then. I heard about the first plane hitting the first tower. I tuned into. I just turned on the TV and it was on every station. I saw the second plane hit. I saw people jumping to their death to try and escape the flames and toxic smoke and fumes from the explosions that happened in those two buildings. I was in the Air Force Reserve at that time, and the first thing I did is I called my reserve unit to see what was going on, to see if we were being recalled. And at that time, they didn't know what was going on. All they were doing was watching the news the same way I was. There was no warning that I know of. I haven't seen any warnings that were publicized for that before the attacks. And, you know, it was very, very well planned. I lived in the metropolitan San Antonio, Texas area. And there was always planes flying overhead. You could hear them. Sometimes you could see them. You know, I lived less than 2 miles from an Air Force base. And I noticed immediately the sky seemed quiet. It seemed different. I didn't know what was going on. I later found out that they had issued a ground order for all aircraft over U.S. airspace. It was very eerie because I would see or hear many aircraft. I did notice that the Air Force Base did have some aircraft flying, but it was, it was just a guessing game. Just a guessing game. It's very sobering. Very, very sobering. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what my job was, what I was supposed to do military-wise. After all, I was a reservist. I wasn't active duty military at that time. Like I said, I called my shop. They said, do not do anything. They would let us know. And a few hours after that, they called me back and said, pack your bags. Get your mobility gear ready, and just stay home, stay close to the phone. Now they did not call us to activate us. Not that day. It took them a while to decide what was going on. And it was very, now a month later, we had our regular weekend unit training assembly. Nothing was said during that weekend. We did our Saturday drill, we did our Sunday drill, went home after the drill, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever it was, and they called in the middle of the night. And they said, report to the base at first thing in the morning. I was activated for almost a year. I ended up going to Saudi Arabia, and I spent 5.5 months, almost 6 months there, working But it was easy duty there. We were only working half a day. Yeah, 12 hours. But it took a toll on us. Now, I wasn't the first crew there. I got sent there in, I want to say January, February. My mind's a little foggy on that. I think we got there the 2nd of February. And we were doing logistics support, you know, driving tractor trailers, wreckers, forklifts, buses. And we saw firsthand what was going on. And it was not something I was proud of, but it was something that needed to be done. And we did it. Now, my crew, the crew I went to Saudi Arabia with, I worked with everybody. You know, I knew them. I knew their family, their significant other, or whatever the case may be. Some were married, some had young children. There came a call, and we were getting replaced after 3 months. And I raised my hand and I said, I'll stay, because the people coming in to replace us will need to know the layout and help get situated, you know, find out what the job was, and you know, and I stayed there another 2.5 months, 2 months, 3 weeks, something on that order, and then they shipped me back home. We were still activated, and I was back home for 2 months. Then they deactivated us, and we were back to just being weekend warriors. You know, going in 2 days per month. Good afternoon, Maureen Michelle Ken. Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. I am just recounting what happened 19 years ago, and how my life changed. So, I appreciate it. But I think everybody's life changed 19 years ago. I would not say Hey, how do Hawaiian? Aloha, sir. Thank you for stopping in. I know you're at work, so if you can listen, that's fine. If you have to get off, that's fine as well. Do what you need to do. But many people, both military and civilians, had their life changed 19 years ago. Right? Yes. How to Hawaiian, I'm talking about 9/11. I do remember one thing, though. There was a level of patriotism and people helping strangers out, and it was amazing. You know, people were actually going and doing volunteer work at military rehab centers and stuff like that. Very patriotic. I would drive along the highway and I would see tractor trailers with big flags flying. You know, I would see cars and trucks with displays of, excuse me, displays of American flags. It showed patriotism. There wasn't a divide like there is now. It was one team, one fight. Now, I was in the Air Force Reserves, and we said one team, one fight, fly, fight, and win. I was working with sailors from the Navy. I was working with soldiers. And, you know, there wasn't any of this, my branch is better than your branch. No. If I couldn't do something, I would find somebody that maybe had some advice or some tips, and we got the job done. It was very it felt good. You know, I was in Logistics Readiness Support, LRS, which means providing tractor trailers, forklifts, wreckers, you know, tow trucks, buses, ground transportation, you know, staff cars, vans. And we did that. JG, welcome, sir. How was your trip through the beautiful United States? Did you get your business done? I haven't been able to see all of your videos. I'll apologize for that, JG. But, you know, I learned teamwork. JG, did you get your work done there with investment property. I'm hoping it's all working out good for you. But how did your life change? How did your life change during 9/11 and the immediate aftermath? Patriotism was at an all-time high. You could not purchase a flag because they were all sold out. Everybody wanted flags. They displayed them in their yard, on their house. People put up flagpoles. Yes, JG, you living in New York City, I'm sure you were deeply affected. You know, you probably knew people that did not make it out of the towers. And it was a very sobering day. We weren't in control. Now, I understand it. JG, I'll understand if you stop watching. And I'm sorry to be bringing up old wounds. Almost famous John Baker. Hello from Fargo, North Dakota, USA. Now, John Baker, when are you going to be actually famous instead of almost? I'm just doing a little passing on some thoughts. I'm passing on some thoughts from 19 years ago. Nobody in their wildest dreams would have imagined what happened. You know, I think people for almost 7 years after that, were much more patriotic. You know, they cared about other people. They didn't look at skin color or hair color. You know, it was very sobering. I remember when I flew back to Texas from Saudi Arabia. There was hundreds of people stopped me and actually thanked me for my military duty. You know, I was coming home on military orders, and I was in uniform. You know, they offered to carry my gear out for me. They offered to buy me a meal. good evening, good morning, Anne. I'm glad you don't think I'm a bleeping idiot. Now, I am going to do something that I've been waiting for seems like ever. I finally bought new glasses. Had my eyes examined, got new glasses. So now I just got them yesterday. I wore them for a little while, and after about 45 minutes or so, maybe it was an hour, but I only wore them about 45 minutes. Almost famous John Baker, you volunteered after 9/11. So I was a reservist. I got activated, and from 9/11, 2001 till July 7th, 2007, I spent, probably 4 years in an active duty situation. I went to Spain several times to do backup or supplement their workforce. I even was rewarded as such to be sent to Nevada for a temporary assignment. While I was in Nevada, I was working for an E6 was in charge of my shop, and he got recalled. He was a reservist as well. He got recalled back to his home base, and maybe a week later, I got recalled back to my base, and maybe 3 days after that, I was selected or volunteered to end up in Spain. This man went to Spain, and he requested me and two others by name, and I ended up working in Spain for, I don't know how long I was in Spain. It wasn't long, maybe 3 months, 2 months. Now, unfortunately, my job ruined my back. Spain was nice. I actually enjoyed Spain. Yes, John, poor people go to the war, rich people don't. They complain of bone spurs or whatever. Now, I had my complaints medically, and the crazy thing is, my job got me, it ruined my back. Driving military vehicles is not good on the back, and I have a VA disability rating because of that. I'm not complaining. I'll have back pain for the. I asked my medical experts, how long will I have back pain? And they said, you'll have it till 6 months after you die. It's not going to get any better. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. Now, once in a while I miss doing the stream. Once in a while I don't go out and do videos. Part of that is me being lazy, and another part is, it's the back and my other medical issues that are flaring up. Okay, JG, take care. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you are successful with your investment down there in Kansas City. Oh, JJ, it was my pleasure. I would have stayed in, but there was just too much change with the jobs, too much stress, and my body was saying, no, you've done your time. I went in one day, I was activated at that point. I went in and logged into the computer, and it said, today is your first day that you're eligible to retire. Would you like to retire? I clicked yes, and I started my paperwork. Would I have been promoted? No. In my unit, somebody had to retire or die for somebody else to get promoted. That's just the way it is in the reserve. And they had a lot of young young people coming in, basically I freed up a slot for them. Now, everybody that I worked with is retired now. Do I regret joining the military to begin with? No. I went in, I was 26 years old when I joined the Air Force. I joined in June of 1987. I spent over 10 years active duty and just over 10 years reserve duty. Would I have changed anything? No. I would not change anything. So it was something that had to be done. Now, granted, I did volunteer for, military duty while I was in the reserves. It helped me, made me a better man, made me a much better manager, made me a better supervisor. And you can't put a price on that. I learned every day that I was there. When I got activated, they said, guess what? You need to go and learn how to drive a tractor trailer. I said, excuse me? And sure enough, a few months later, I was driving tractor trailers. I was driving everything. I had never used a tow truck or a wrecker before. I learned how to do it. It was something that needed to be done. I did it. I spent time in three different locations overseas. Nimne, welcome. I'm reminiscing, well, not reminiscing, I'm just talking about 9/11/2001. Okay, Nene, I think you and I are the only ones here right now. They might be in the background listening. They're not showing up as being active in the chat. But, tell you what, Nene, just wait a moment. I'm gonna get something. Show you something. I'm gonna try and show you something. See? That's my last uniform that I wore. So you can't say the military isn't in my system. Now you plan on visiting Manila Bay again later. I haven't been to Manila in last time I was in Manila was almost a year ago. I want to say November of last year. Nene, that was my Air Force uniform, dress uniform coat. I haven't worn that in a while. I don't know, Nene. I haven't been to Manila. I don't live in Manila, so I haven't been to Manila in almost a year. I do need to go in November. I think I'll have to go twice. Unfortunately, I will have to go twice to Manila. I have to go to the Veterans Affairs, Veterans Administration Clinic for medical. And then I also have to go to the embassy. I don't know if I can do that the same day or not. I'm not even sure if I can get transportation down there. You know, they have too many travel restrictions. Yeah, the embassy, last I heard, it was closed, or very, very limited services. The VA clinic, I think, is closed. I'll have to send them a message and find out. I hope we can get rid of the quarantine and travel restrictions. You know, I have to wear a face shield, I have to wear a mask. Technically, I'm restricted to home just due to my age. I am 59 years old, but they lumped me in the age 60 and over category, so I'm only supposed to go to the bank, the drugstore, and the doctor. I'm not even, at times I've been restricted from doing my grocery shopping. Thank goodness I do have people that can do my shopping and what have you. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to try and get out and do some videos today. But now, Nene, I don't know your age. How has your life changed since 9/11? 2001. Do you remember that, or are you too young for that? Okay, but you're old enough that you remember 9/11. You were in high school. All right. So I'm just a little bit older than you. Not much. Oh, am I kidding? I'm older than everybody. I'm older than everybody. Okay. Good memories of your father? Now, for about 5, 6, 7 years, 5, 6 years after 9/11, America had a very high rate of patriotism. You could not find a United States flag to purchase because they were all sold out. There was a flag company in San Antonio. They could not make flags fast enough. Unfortunately, that's not the case now. You know, I've seen news reports showing rioting, peaceful demonstrations where they're tearing down stores and burning buildings, overturning cars. That's not what the United States is about. And everybody's blaming everybody else, but nobody is bothering to take. Nobody is bothering to take responsibility for what they do. When I was growing up, if a policeman told you to stop, you stopped. We respected the job, we respected the uniform, we respected the policeman or policewoman. Yes, out of Hawaiian, everybody's security and everybody's lives change. I think my life changed for the better. I mean, good friends such as the Hapsters, I know their life changed. I believe Tropical Tim was retired by then. Yes, he was retired out of the Navy by then. But like I said, when I think of what's going on now, I'm saying, what the hell happened to America? Has America lost its pride? Has America forgotten why people for hundreds of years wanted to be an American or to be in the U.S.? It breaks my heart. With the battles going on right now due to COVID, It's a big fight. Ottawa Hawaiian, I hope you are right. You're saying what's going on here in America is just a small portion of the population using this to push a political ideology. I think we will soon see real patriots making a stand. Just as long as those patriots do that on election day, now I've seen some friends that will not say they are voting not for the person that's running for office, but they're running for the way they think. You know, what the individual will do for the American dream. Ottawa Hawaiian, I agree. Trump 2020. He has done a lot more than people think or will admit. And it will be very disturbing to see the opposition if they were to win the election. I have never been a person to just vote the party line, but this year I think that's my only choice. Now, Ottawa Hawaiian, does the Veterans Choice option he signed apply to you guys who are out of country? I'm not familiar with the Veterans Choice option. Please enlighten me on what that is. I'm not familiar with it. Is that about the taxes? Tax withholding right now? Okay, the Veterans Choice Program is for medical care, and basically if I have to deal with an accredited medical facility, an accredited doctor that is approved by the VA for me to see. I have one doctor that I do see normally on a regular basis, and that doctor comes from Manila. Up here to see veterans and other people as well. But I haven't been able to see them since the last time I saw that doctor was February. That's just because, well, doctors are frontliners and they are stuck in Manila. Well, how to Hawaiian, that works great in the U.S., but here, technically I am seeing a private doctor and I've yet to be reimbursed for those doctor costs. It's been over 2 years. I've yet to be reimbursed $1. Heck, it's been, so I'm probably up, several $1,000s. It's very difficult because you have to pay for it. You submit the paperwork. They take the paperwork. The paperwork gets sent to basically an insurance company, and they will decide whether to pay you or not. They have not paid me $1. Okay, how to Hawaiian? There is a VA clinic here in Manila, in Pasay City. It is not a hospital. They will only treat a veteran who has service-connected disability. I go to the VA for migraines, depression, my back, and my feet. If I fell out of the car in the parking lot for the VA and broke my arm, they would not even put a cast on my broken arm. They would make me go to an outside hospital, and it would be at my cost. So, yeah, if I cut myself, they won't give me a Band-Aid. It is crazy, but that's the way it is. But that's due to funding issues from the United States Congress, the House and the Senate. They supply the funding. They say, we'll set up a clinic, but that's only for service-connected disability. And that's all they will treat. Well, I could fly to Guam and get medical care there through the VA or Medicare or whatever it is. But here they'll only cover a service-connected problem. You're still here, Nene. Thank you. Now, I'm not trying to put down the VA. No. I am just pointing out that it's a little bit ridiculous what they will actually take care of you. They don't have a hospital. They have a clinic, which yeah, if I needed anything, Adrian Gibson, congratulations, sir. Adrian just recently has gotten 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Congratulations. Good afternoon, Filipinas. Hello, world, and I thank you. Hello, Mugs. Welcome. We need somebody to inject some energy here. Now, Adrian, now that you have your 1,000 subscribers, how are you doing on your watch hours? Yeah, Mugs, I even have new glasses today. Now I can see. I can see much better now. You have over 600 watch hours so far. Okay. So right now I'm at, I don't know what my watch hours are. Okay, right now I'm just over 530 hours, watch hours, but I only have 384 subscribers. So we both have to get cracking on our watch time. Heck, I have to get cracking on getting subscribers. I have to get cracking on getting videos made. So, in fact, sometime this afternoon, I'm going to try and get out and film a video or two. Now, everybody here, except for Nene, has not seen something. I showed Nene earlier, but she was the only one here. Now my stream today is 9/11, and I showed Nene this. That was my dress uniform jacket, service coat. It's been since 2007 that I wore it, still have it. Oh, I guess nobody cares about my uniform that I wore when I was military. All right. How has your life changed after 9/11? Do you take time to remember the fallen? You take time to remember how life has changed? My life has changed considerably since 9/11. Some of it's been good. I learned a lot. Some of it's been bad. Some of my disabilities came from the first few years after 9/11. No, I wasn't injured during 9/11. No. But in doing service after 9/11, my back got ruined, my feet, my depression kicked up, my migraines have been course. Would I change any of it? No. So, what are your thoughts? How has your life changed in the last 19 years? I guess everybody's eating lunch now. I see you're still here, Nene. Thank you. I thank you for being here. I hope I have not opened up any bad memories or anything. Nene, I'll be right back. Daisy! Hello! Now, Nugs and Nene, Daisy is my go-to man, my driver, my friend, all-around helper. Daisy is my driver's wife. So it's nice that she stopped in to say hello. guys can talk in Tagalog, Kapampangan, whatever. Just let me know what's going on once in a while. Now, Daisy, unless you have Nelson working on something, can you have him come over in a little while? I need to do some stuff. I was just gonna send him a message. But and Daisy helped me a lot also. Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't have to leave right now. In fact, I think I can hear him now. He just pulled up. One moment. Okay, bear with me a moment. Okay. Well, Nelson's here. Okay, now for doing an hour and a half so far, we have talked about 9/11 and remembering and what it's all about. How about remembering, well, not even remembering, but what are your thoughts for today? Do you have any questions or concerns? Okay, somebody has to say something besides me. is still eating. So Muggs is in the background eating. Daisy is still here. Using chopsticks. Yummy. I have trouble using chopsticks, but I guess soup isn't meant to be eaten with chopsticks. Now, Muggs, did you see that uniform I showed a little while ago? Yep, just watch. That was my uniform, my dress uniform. That's what I retired wearing. The last time I wore that was July 7th, 2007. And it probably still fits. I don't know. Well, what do you think? Yeah, it still fits. I didn't get too fat. Somewhere I lost the pants, but I do have a shirt. I lost the pants, tie. No, I have a tie. I lost the pants and hat. Somebody decided when I was moving that they needed stuff more than I did. So You know, I'm not talking out of my hat. You know, I walk the walk, I did the talk. I spent plenty of time overseas. I spent plenty of time active since 9/11. I think I had 4 or 5 years active duty time between 9/11 and the day I retired. You know, but I was only a weekend warrior, a reservist. No, I didn't get too bad after I got out of military duty. Maybe a little bit in the belly. Nini, I was in war zones twice. I was not actively out going and, you know, shooting at people or whatever. No. I was in war zones, which was basically not front line, but second line, supporting the war efforts. I spent time in Saudi Arabia, Spain, Kyrgyzstan, and the crazy thing from between from February of 2002 until May 2004, I only dealt with 18 minutes of rain. Okay, Muggs is done eating. Got the official burp. Okay. Give me a thumbs up so because you finished eating. Thank you, Muggs. Now I will be going out today, trying to film some videos And hopefully I can get those posted. Well, at least one or two edited and posted by Sunday or Monday. Just gonna go do a little cruising and ride around. Maybe put a little fancy music on. So, does anybody have any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about? Please suggest it. Okay, well, tell you what, I am going to end this if nobody has anything else to say. But say a little prayer for anybody that you know that wears a uniform, whether it's military, police, firemen. Nene says, being military before, what did you miss about it? Miss the most? I would actually have to say, the sense of accomplishment. You know, we were given a task, given a crew, and we would get it done. Some days it was relatively easy. You know, I've had jobs where I had to drive I've had individual days where I'd have to drive 8 or 9 hours one way, pick up equipment, then drive that 8 or 9 hours home. But usually it was 6 hours each way. Muggs is cutting ripe mango for dessert. I salute those that sacrifice their lives. Nina is saying she's craving mango, Muggs. Now, I will add something to what Moses said. I salute those that sacrifice their lives. You know, I didn't give up my life. You know, I didn't die because of military duty. I did sacrifice a lot. I was away from loved ones, away from safety and security. My back is because of my military duty. Some days I'm good, some days I'm bad. Mugs, we thank you. Marinelle, good afternoon. Now, Marinelle, I don't recognize you. Do I know you, or have you been here before? I don't remember you coming into my stream. You know, not a problem, but welcome. Now, I am in Pampanga. Everybody else is elsewhere in the Philippines. Where are you in, or where are you now, Marinelle? Okay. Now, I just found out today that Adrian Gibson hit his 1,000 subscribers. He is desperately in need of watch hours. I have almost as many watch hours, but I have less subscribers. I'm doing good today, Marinelle, and you? So, my advice to everybody, you see a veteran, thank them. Okay. Guys, I am going to end in 1 minute. Thanks everybody for taking time out of your busy day and stopping in to visit with me. I appreciate that. Thanks, Muggs. Thanks, Nene. Thanks, Marinelle. Muggs, you can go up and water your plants or go pick some vegetables. It's raining. Oh my. Not raining here. Thank you, Marinelle. Now, did you meet me in Mr. DeVal show or Pinoy Ahoy, or did somebody share my stream? However you got here, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. You're gonna make chicharron. Okay. Now you need some of your organic hot sauce or salsa. Okay. Thanks, everyone. I will be back on Monday.